Pa hoi hoi.
No.
Pa hoi hoi.
No.
Pa hoi hoi.
Pa hoi hoi.
Pa hoi hoi. Uh-uh. Uh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Uh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Uh-uh. Lava is more stony and rough and rigid, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
So this
I did it.
So the lava is in transition between the pohoi and the This is the So the pohoi may turn into the eventually.
We're just having a good time. Ramblers, here we are at a rest area in the middle of Idaho, but we're doing something we've never done before. We have no idea for sure if we have a spot.
Yeah, we don't have a plan.
We don't know if we have a camp spot or not. It's one of those places where you get there, first come, first serve. You pay when you get there, and we have no idea. And we've never done this. We are planners. We like to know where we're going, what we're doing. We like to have a guaranteed spot.
If this doesn't work out, then we're just going to have to find somewhere else. But I think...
I have a backup place.
Yeah.
I have a backup place another 20 miles down the road. I know a lot of people do this quite often. For me, I get too much anxiety. I like to know where I'm staying for sure. So this will be strange.
Yeah.
Cross your fingers. We're gonna let you know what happens.
It'll be fun. Yeah, if this all works out, you know, it's gonna make a heck of a video. So it's first come, first serve, and you have to come over here to the pay site. Everything's automated. Everything's credit card. You have to do it yourself. You know, we spoke to the lady over there. She's checking out. You know, make sure you have the National Parks Pass, and then you come on over here and use your credit card for a $15 fee. It's first come, first serve, and so it says keep upper half as receipt, lower half post at campsite. At each campsite, there's a post, so that's where you're gonna put this to.
We just went with the first one we saw because we have such a long rig driving through here, and we're just blessed to be here. So we did it. We pulled it up. We were stressed out.
And this is the and this is the site we wanted, or at least I wanted. You wanted something a little different. I wanted something nice and easy.
Easy. So we're gonna hopefully we'll show you that this is easy. Here we go.
Let's see how I can get this rig turned around and point in that direction.
$15. $15 to camp for the night.
Now she's gonna go for a carry.
She's gonna go for a carry.
Yeah.
We parked, had a bite to eat, and now we're gonna check out the campground and check out Craters of the Moon. We have access to this all night long. Boy, he is happy.
Yeah, Mick's gonna show us where to go.
Tent down there.
Larger rigs do not go past this point right here, spot 15. So when coming to, is this Lava Campground?
Lava Flow.
Lava Flow Campground.
But here's another set of restrooms. So we've seen at least 3 or 4 different sets of restrooms, and we've seen water access. So people are able to go get water if they need it, so that's great. The thing is, when you get here, we jumped into the Jeep to drive around and look for a spot, but we already kind of knew that there's the first 2 spots. When you enter, they're pretty long, pretty convenient, and you know what? We didn't want to drive through the whole place. We're just staying one night. So we just took spot number 1, but we were unhooked so we could drive the Jeep around. So that is helpful to be unhooked ahead of time.
So when we got there, as soon as we started to get in the Jeep, there was another bigger rig right behind us. So we got in that Jeep and just did a quick tour around and figured, okay, well, let's hurry up and go back and get the one we got right now before they
take it.
And guess what? They didn't find a spot. So sorry, fellas, we got it.
So there's a couple tips right there. Look over to the left. Spot 1 and 2 are pretty good spots.
Because honestly, if we were like 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later, we would have lost a spot.
Yeah.
Or at least that one.
Yeah, but we're late in the afternoon. So the key is, I've been told, you get here about noon. I think they have to check out at 11. So if it's really important to you get here, you can always sit at the visitor center and kind of keep hoping for a spot and have your tow vehicle help you out. But anything around 15 to 20, 25 feet, there's a lot of spots. It's just once you get over 30 feet, it's a little harder. So here's one of the trails. This is really unique, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really cool. You can see out there actual pools of lava rather than just the magma kind of pushing the rock up front. But you got the pools that were cooled. Yeah, so standing up here, we have a better view of the cooled lava pools. You know, some that has a little thinner lava, and then out on the distance, you know, they have another ADA accessible ramp trailhead that takes you down to those lava pools. Yeah, so everything in this campground is easily accessible.
Once we stay here and we paid our $15, we actually have access, like we can ride our bikes through here, we can walk through here. I think we can drive our Jeep, we'll let you know tonight. But we have access to Craters of the Moon Park while we're staying here. So we're gonna enjoy the evening here and then we're gonna enjoy the morning. And I think if we're lucky, it looks beautiful. We're gonna have a gorgeous night sky. So they have a great path out here for you to follow, and it's showing the flow of the lava. It's really beautiful. Looks like it's not very long. I would guess a half mile. Pa hoi hoi.
No.
Pa hoi hoi.
No.
Pa hoi hoi.
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 Yeah, okay, good enough.
It was pretty good. We love Hawaii. Anybody's watched us, we've been to Hawaii many times. So when I saw that they were telling you the word for that describes the lava flow, I wanted to try it for you.
So right there is a good example of the pahoi-hoi, and it's just that pooled liquid mass that it ripples and it creates these rope-like strands. So it's almost like a pudding skin when you know, when the pudding cools and you put the finger in there to get that pudding skin off and it ripples up. That's exactly what it's like.
Lava is more stony and rough and rigid, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
So this,
I did it.
So the lava is in transition between the pohoi and the This is the So the pohoi may turn into the eventually. They're transitioning.
I hope you appreciate we're learning new things today for you. We're just having a good time. I think it's just nice just to be exploring out here in the middle of something we haven't been to before. It's always fun to go to places you've never been.
These are cinder cone fragments. So there was a cinder cone here at one time, and then this busted apart, and that's what's left of it right there, called the monoliths.
This has got to be interesting, hopefully in a little bit of an entertaining way.
We were thinking about making this a 4-hour video and documenting every rock. We were going to give you a picture of every rock that we found, but I don't have enough gigs on the hard drive.
We thought today we'd try to learn and show you what we're learning along the way.
Always trying to learn something. Every day's a learning experience.
Especially when you're married.
Yeah, which reminds me, I'm a little low in marital fluid. So.
Well, thank goodness I took him to a special brewery yesterday. Go look at our last video when we were in Boise, Idaho. It was fantastic. We found a brewery. Finally got one that made Ron seriously happy. Weren't you? You liked it, didn't you?
Yeah, Bavarian Brewery.
Oh.
You know, real good.
So we brought some of it with us on the road.
So this is a pile of splatter, is exactly what it is. So when you have like a little mini volcano and it's just globules of lava, that's what this is. And it just spews out from the center. And then a cinder cone spews out just the cinders. So it's more smooth on the outside.
This is a great little hike, and it's straight up, but it's only 1/4 mile. So literally 5 minutes is all this takes.
What we're doing is we're looking down inside the chamber of the splatter cone. What we're going to do here is I'm going to take 2 of the leashes together. I'm going to lower Minnie down with the GoPro, and we're going to take a look. Oh, look at down there. There's a beast of the wild.
Wait, was that a bat?
It was like a little shrew thing. It was actually probably like a little chipmunk. And that is straight down,
so
straight down to the bowels of the earth.
Yeah, so we're basically, if you're looking right now, we walked up just 5 minutes.
I don't even think it's a quarter.
Not even a quarter, yeah. We walked up 5 minutes, but literally it brings you up where we're inside the middle of this splatter cone.
Yeah,
so
I
it's
think
pretty
they tell
neat.
you outside it's like 80 feet up. What do you think?
I'm loving it. I honestly, so we drove around, you drive around, it's called the lava loop or something like that. And you drive around the loop and there's all these areas that you can stop and look at. Tiny, small, different little hikes, various hikes, and each one explains to you what you're seeing. So it's pretty neat. I like this. This is well worth it. Oh my gosh, we spent $15 to camp here. But we also had the America Beautiful Pass, so that's why we got in here too.
So here we are, more splatter cone fun. So that's where we were there on the other side.
Oh yeah, and you can really see the opening that we went up into.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna make this official now. We're gonna put on our sticker up here on the board. 2 days ago, we made it to Boise, Idaho, and we actually celebrated at the sign, but we wanted to wait until we got here to Craters of the Moon, and we are gonna put up our Idaho sticker and fill it in. Now, I wanna remind you, Ron and I have been probably about half the states in the United States. We're officially doing this with places we visited while we're YouTubing for you. Since everybody's started rambling with us, now we're making it more official with you. Here we go.
Look at that. That's pretty. Real pretty, Jody.
We did it!
Good job.
And we're going to cover 2 more states coming up here very soon over the next couple videos. Over the next couple weeks, we're doing 2 more states, and we're meeting up with several other channels. We'll see you there. Looks like we're gonna have a really beautiful sunset here at Craters of the Moon. And I have to tell you, I'm so glad we booked this. And once again, I wish we would have stayed longer, but we weren't sure if we're gonna get a spot in the first place. And I needed to pick the right places for one-night stays. And I tend to pick places for one-night stays that everything is very easy, centrally located, and we're gonna have a lot to look at within a short amount of time. And that is this spot right here. We have a lot of hikes that we can walk straight to from our site that are just small little nice little hikes, and then we have a little drive we can go out to, and several hikes out there. Some of them I won't even call them hikes, they're like little tiny just walks, but something for everyone. It's pretty neat. It's just different, something you don't see every day, except for we did take you out to a great lava area in Sisters, Oregon. If you missed that, go back and look at that one. Here goes the sun right now, been going down as I've been talking to you. Unfortunately, you're not allowed to have a drone around here, so we can't do a drone footage. But $15 once again for our campsite, and it has been a long time since we've had a campsite where nobody is close by us. This is our whole backyard or side right now. The next closest person, somebody did end up showing up a little bit ago in spot 2, which is a long ways from us really. And then the next closest ones are way across the street over there. It's a great spot to boondock. A lot of people talk about all the places they go boondocking, and sometimes you can get lucky and there's no fee, but I think it's worth $15 because there are several bathrooms here and it's really clean and organized. You can throw your garbage away. Service-wise, just be prepared. I mean, our phones aren't even working, but when we went on a couple hikes and you get up kind of high, then all of a sudden we get a couple messages or we get a little bit of service. So I guess you could find it in certain spots maybe around here. I didn't even look at the visitor center, but it's only 2 minutes up the road. Be prepared for no service, but there are restrooms here, there are garbages here, there is some access to some water here. Your picnic table is really nice at your spot. You have an area where you can do a charcoal grill. Anyway, this is great. We're really happy with our decision, and I would stay a couple more days if we could, but we have big places to go. All right, Ramblers, we're heading out. We're leaving now. We enjoyed our time here at Craters of the Moon. Never enough time. Never enough time.
Yeah, we could have, I think we could have stayed here 2 days, but it was, you know, it's hard to plan. It's first come, first serve, so we didn't know if we're going to be here 2 days, but or 2 nights. Yeah, 2 nights would be perfect because then you'd have 1 full day here to hike around, look at the caves, look at all there is to see. I think we did a fairly good job of showing you guys, you know, what there is in the immediate area.
So the caves that we wanted to do, they're small and they would take about an hour and a half, but mainly the reason I wanted to go was to see those bats. But the bats were flying around all night while we were walking the dogs. So we saw a lot of bats around here last night.
That was pretty cool. I liked seeing the bats. Yeah, we're not exposed to it that much in our neck of the woods, but yeah, it was real cool.
Yeah, and so we had a great time here. Definitely, if you're coming through this area and you're looking for a place to stop, stay here. Several people stay in Arco, not far from here. There's a KOA and stuff that's like a 20-minute drive. Well worth it, and then that's a good central spot, and this is a good spot too. Some people drive to Yellowstone from here, so you do have options, but this was great. We enjoyed ourselves, but we've got big hitters, so that's why we didn't plan on much time here. We're heading to Yellowstone. We're really looking forward to it, and even better, we're meeting with another channel in Yellowstone, and then we're heading to the Tetons, so we got a lot going on. So make sure to hit subscribe, hit like, follow us into these next big adventures, and we're glad you're following us now, Ramblers.
Okay, Ramblers, let's get rambling.